critically curious about a movie, a play, maybe a lost album from one of your favorite recording artists that's been shelved forever, only to see or find that it does exist or it was leaked? Well, that's what we're talking about today. Welcome back to the Latino Slant, everyone. I hope everyone is doing very well. This is kind of interesting. I saw this news that the script or the storyline to Batgirl had been leaked. Finally, I guess online. I was like, okay, well, that's cool. And the account was rather had a lot of information of the storyline. I think I read about 7 threads down, and I was like, okay, I'm good. But the critical drinker picked up on it, and I guess read it, thought it was kind of interesting. I tend to really dig and respect the critical drinker on a lot of items, a lot of issues. And I know he had the filmmakers on last year of Batgirl, which I thought was a really well done interview. So what I want to do in this video is kind of just discover with you, because I didn't finish the storyline and all that stuff, of what would have been and why the critical drinker was curious. And here's his post. He says, interesting read, does make me wonder what this thing might have looked like. And that's what we're talking about, the imagination, wondering what if. And of course, as you know, this movie was to star Leslie Grace. I can tell you right now, as far as in some other news, she just finished wrapping an independent film with Residente, who is a very, very popular Puerto Rican rapper. And that looks like more of a drama thriller. So that looks interesting. So it's good to see her kind of moving on. I know that was kind of a harrowing experience for her as an actor to give all that time and then it gets shelved, as we have reported here on the channel. But let's check this out. Okay. Plot line, right? This was stitched together from a few different sources. I've tried my best to make it coherent. However, many details are still missing. So let's start with the first couple, right? We start with the young Barbara Gordon in ballet class. She sees the martial arts class through a window and sneaks in. She meets her best friends here, and with the help of her photographic memory, she uses some moves she saw to take down a bigger kid. Okay, that, I mean, it sounds cool, but that really never happens in a martial arts class. But let's keep going. Her mom and dad pick her up from class and discuss if Barbara should be allowed to go on a patrol with Jim Gordon. He's uncomfortable with the idea, but eventually gives in, getting Barbara excited. Gordon is almost killed by a gang on patrol, but Batman saves him, which amazes Barbara. And there's, I guess, the image of the Gordon family. And then some Batman shots. All right. Let's jump down here. Let's jump down. Let's jump around. Jump around. Barbara dyes her hair red and attends a Halloween party hosted by Bruce Wayne. She wears a Batman costume, while Jim shows up wearing his normal trench coat with a sign on the back saying, "Nudist on strike." It's interrupted by Killer Moth, who brought goons to rob the party. Okay. So these are still shots, I guess, from behind the scenes, whether they're selfies or whatever. But it seems that Neb, who is the one posting all this, Neb's Good Takes, is putting together certain images with the storyline so you can see as you read along a little bit. Okay, I got a feeling that's probably the part one of the goons. Yeah, Killer Moth. Okay. All right, well, there you go. What do you guys think? I know I haven't really told you a lot, but tell me what you think. Barbara drops from the ceiling and begins fighting the goons along with Bruce, saving his life. Moth escapes but is incinerated by Firefly, who knew he was on Brezzy's hit list. Garfield takes his grill and brings it back to Brezzy as proof of Kill being rehired. Okay, wow. So this is completely new to me. Look at this image of her flying down, I guess, but that looks more like a Christmas party, not a Halloween party. Um, I mean, that is not the camera shot. You can see the camera on a jib arm moving. Uh, all right, all right. So far I'm not really impressed. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna just jump around a little bit. Having now made her own batsuit, Barbara goes on patrol for the first time. So I guess she's just doing her own thing. She's grappled by Batman, who tells her to stop being a vigilante, and then drives off in his classic Batmobile. However, Barbara is able to steal his grapple gun in the process. Okay. Huh. Barbara begins to investigate Firefly. She believes he's the one who killed her mother. Ah, that's her driving force. All right. That kind of, it's an interesting that's an interesting conflict, a motivator, to avenge your mother's death. Which is probably why she's not going to listen to anyone, and just she's going to vigilante no matter what. This is the first news here that's interesting to me. I like that. uh I gotta tell you, I do like that. Okay. In the process, she begins to fall for Anthony Brezzi, son of a crime family. Ah, okay. So there's a little romance. Who's working to help Gotham's homeless in the sewers? This hurts her relationship with Jason. So she's got different male suitors, little love conflict. And Leslie Grace is absolutely adorable. So that's cool. I like that they have that in there. This guy is definitely part of the crime family. I like that. Kind of interesting. Barbara's upset with her dad as he says he didn't see anyone on the night her mom died. She lights up the back signal to ask Batman for help, but he inspires her to solve it on her own. Firefly goes to kill Jim, but is stopped by Batgirl, who somehow discovers he was a firefighter. Ah, okay. Okay. Barbara investigates Garfield Lynn's fly files and sees they were already taken by Jim, finding out her dad was secretly investigating him too. She confronts the corrupt head of the GCFD and learns, so everyone's corrupt. So even the fire department's corrupt, and learns that she sent Firefly to kill Jim that night, but Mrs. Gordon was there instead. Ooh. So Firefly was sent to kill Gordon, but kill the mom. That's kind of cool, guys. You got a story here. You got a story here. It's not just blind strong women power. This character's got some deep tragedy and betrayal, and discovering truths. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. I like that, guys. Wow. Listen, I'm going to throw this link of Neb in here as well, because I'll read a couple more, but then read it for yourself. Why not? I will tell you that I do love. I think Leslie Grace is a great talent. You can check her out on In the Heights, and then any new films. We'll have updates here on the channel as well. Okay. Firefly arrives at the mayoral speech for the head of the Brezzi family and kills him with fire. Batgirl chases him on her bike, but he escapes, and there's fire bursting out from all the sewer grates. Jason finally arrives with the fire truck and tries to help, but Firefly boards it. And we've seen some of these action shots, videos, which I have always thought looks, well, that's a great shot. That's a great shot, man. Who knows with this strike? It might move a contract around, make it a little different. You never know. Jason tries to fight, but Firefly hits him with in the leg with his axe. Ouch. He sprays fire all over the city while Batgirl manages to catch up with him on her bike, and they fight on the top of the truck for a bit. That's kind of cool, guys. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm just being honest here. Okay, well, I'm not gonna read anymore. I want you guys to, and then there's really not a lot more. We almost got to the end. But let's show you some pictures, which I've always thought the look and feel of this movie was quite fascinating. And yeah, I think there was a couple of like suspect shots of her running, like a goofball down the street. But either I would take it as Leslie Grace is not eventually going to run. She was, or she was playing around, or the stunt person was playing around. But that's not the point. This movie is shelved, and it's gonna be shelved. It's gonna stay shelved. But what do you think of these leaks and the fact that the critical drinker was interested in it as well? Hats off to the critical drinker, and at least he did tweet about it. I didn't see anyone else really giving it a second chance, but hey, we spent so much time talking about this film and it didn't happen. But Leslie Grace, there you go. Brandon Fraser, subscribe to the channel. Keep your slant. Muy fuerte.